Sometimes people think a song is just a song, but really, in my opinion, the best songs make you look inwardly. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. But if you're new here, hello, howdy, welcome on in. So today I have a request from my patron Robert. Shout out to you, Robert. Thank you so much for being a patron. So his request for the month is Peter, Paul, and Mary, Blowing in the Wind. Now last month he had me do Puff the Magic Dragon, and you know that song is from everyone's childhood, no matter what decade you was born in. But it was really good to hear the entire song. I love the melody. I love just hearing the lyrics of the song and how it made me feel. And it had a sense of melancholy to it, and it was about a sense of innocence lost. But since I've done that song, Peter, he has since passed away, so I want to say rest in peace and offer my condolences to all his friends and family and his fans. So let's go ahead and jump into this song, and I'll leave my thoughts, or I'll tell you my thoughts by the end of the video. Let's go.
How many roads must a man walk down before they call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Nice.
How many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? How many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? How many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? How many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? How many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Wow, that was beautiful. I really enjoyed their harmonies in this, but it poses a great question within this song, and basically saying, how many times can you ignore something before you kind of do something about it? And there's a sense of sadness within this, because it almost feels like sometimes people intentionally ignore things, and you continue to ignore them until it's almost too late. and them posing all of these questions really make you think. It can make you think about certain things in your life that maybe you ignore for whatever reason. It could be so you don't get anxiety, so you can save yourself. But how long can you do something like that? And so I am going to pull up the lyrics, but I just thought the way they sung the song, it had a sense of eeriness to it, which in my opinion was intentional, because it can make you question yourself as a listener. Is it always the right thing to do? And sometimes people think a song is just a song, but really, in my opinion, the best songs make you look inwardly. You can sing, you can snap your fingers, you can sway to a song, and you could definitely do that with this song, but while doing those things, it poses an internal question. If you're actually listening to the song. Let's pull up the lyrics. Oops. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? And that's a good question, because a lot of times men are looked down upon because maybe they don't do what you think they should do. But does that make him less than a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes. And how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? And so, that's why there's an eerie feeling to it, because it talks about something very serious like war, cannonballs flying, and people dying. Now, it doesn't say that, but you can read in between the lines and get that. When will enough be enough? And for some people, they can easily overlook it. But how many times can they do such a thing? That's the question. And then they say, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. And so when I heard that the answer is blowing in the wind, it's like maybe the answer is escaping them. They know the answer to the question. But maybe it's like going in one ear and out the other. Or maybe it's like whispering to them, like their gut is telling them something, and it's just a whisper, and maybe that whisper will get louder and louder, but it might take some time, and when it takes that long, it's too late. So posing the question, I know I'm being wordy here, but it's so much to unpack in this one song. That's part of the problem. If it takes a long time to unpack, and they're asking how many times, like, come on now, how many times do these bad things have to happen for you to get it? And then it says, yes, and how many years must a mountain exist before it is washed into the sea? Ooh, a very long time. I'm answering these questions. I know you're not really supposed to answer them, but hey. And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Ooh. Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? And so all these things are going on around you. And it's like, I'm going to turn my head. I'm going to pretend I don't see it. And so when you do that, it's like maybe you're escaping the guilt so you don't feel bad. Or you don't look, so you say it doesn't exist. You know, how many times can you do that? And the answer is up here. They're saying, how many years must a mountain exist before it's washed to the sea? Sometimes it might never happen. So that's the answer to the question. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. So the answer is gone. The answer is escaping them. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? And how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? It's like you hear them, but you do nothing about it. Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Whew. Wow. So, it says, oh, this is a Bob Dylan song. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's why it's so deep. Bob Dylan is the man. He is a singer-songwriter, and I've done a few songs from him. So, very, very important song. It says it was released in 1962. And from Bob Dylan, but Peter, Paul, and Mary, they did cover this song, and it was beautiful. If you would like me to hear the original song, just let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all those good things. And find me on Patreon for exclusive content that I can't upload on YouTube. Sometimes it's like that. A lot of stuff is copyrighted, blocked, all that. So if you want more reactions from me, find me there. The link is in the description down below. And I'll see you in my next video. Ta-ta!